Many guys spend their lives thinking they need to win women over with wealth, good looks, or smooth talk. But what if the secret to attraction isn't about flashiness? What if it's about tapping into subtle psychological cues, flaws and instincts women don't even fully grasp themselves? Like men, women have deep-seated wants, soft spots, and reactions they can't always steer. The catch? Most men miss these signals entirely or don't know how to work with them. Today, we're unpacking 10 secret vulnerabilities in women, mental switches that, once you get them, will reshape how you connect with women for good. Let's dive in. 1. The pull of emotional anchor. Women feel things intensely, not wildly, but as a compass for their choices, especially in love. One of their quiet weaknesses is a hunger for emotional grounding. Beyond sparks or thrills, a woman needs to know she's with someone steady, someone who won't vanish when life hits hard. That's why she's pulled to guys who stay solid no matter what. A man who's cool-headed in a storm radiates power, while one who flips out, sulks, or leans on her too much feels shaky. And that's a turnoff. She's looking for a rock, and your ability to keep your cool delivers it. If she's the one holding you up, the balance flips. You're the unsteady one, and the spark dies quick. Be the guy who's unruffled. When she's stressed, you're chill. When plans flop, you shrug. When trouble comes, you deal with it smoothly. That kind of guy becomes her refuge, drawing her in without her even clocking why. 2. The lure of the unattainable people prize what's rare. Think gold, vintage watches, or sold-out concert tickets. Women's attraction runs on this, too. A sneaky weakness. They're hooked on guys they can't totally pin down. If you're always there, too keen, or too upfront, you lose your shine. She might like the effort, but she won't fight for it. Flip that. Guys who keep some space, who don't lay it all out, stir something primal in her. A need to reach for what's elusive. That's why she might fixate on someone aloof or tricky to figure out. Not because she loves being brushed off, but because her mind tags hard to get as high value. Play it smart. Don't jump at every call. Leave her guessing about your next move. Build a life that's yours alone, and drop hints about yourself bit by bit. Once she thinks she's got you locked down, her curiosity fades. Stay a step ahead, and she'll keep coming after you. 3. The quiet force of voice and vibe. A low, steady voice and a big presence. Underrated game changers in attraction. Research backs it. Deeper voices hint at strength, assurance, and appeal, tied to old-school instincts about toughness and command. But it's more than vocals. It's your whole vibe. Women melt for guys who own a space without flexing. It's in your walk, your gaze, the way you don't rush or fidget. A guy with that aura doesn't need to shout. He just is. Compare that to slumping shoulders, twitchy hands, or a wobbly tone. It screams doubt. Nail this. Stride like you mean it. Lock eyes without flinching. Talk like your words carry weight. Your energy alone will pull her in before you even open your mouth. The strength to step back. Want to hit a woman's core worry? Walk off like she's not your lifeline. A big vulnerability. She feels loss hard. People cling to what might slip away. Too many guys cling tighter when she drifts, pleading or overanalyzing. But that just shows they're hooked more than she is, and the magic fizzles. A guy who can turn and go without blinking screams self-assurance. I don't need you to feel whole. That flips her world. If she sees you'll bounce over nonsense or distance, she'll rate you higher. It's not a ploy, it's dignity. Be ready to leave, and chasing won't be your job. 5. A driven man's magnetism. Forget cash or charisma. Her real kryptonite is ambition. Women are wired to lock onto guys chasing something real, a project, a skill, a dream. That fire brings grit, focus, and a life of his own, stuff she can't look away from. The trap? Putting her on a pedestal as your everything. It flatters her, sure, but it dims your pull. She doesn't want to be your whole story. She wants a ticket to a bigger ride. A driven guy isn't glued to his phone waiting for her. He's out there grinding, and that's what hooks her. Figure out your path. What's your fight? Drift without one, and she'll drift too. 6. The tightrope of raw honesty. Opening up is tricky. Spill too much, and you're soft. Hold back too long, and you're a wall. She's hooked on guys who thread this needle. Real, but tough. Some think she wants a flood of feelings, but whining or fishing for comfort pushes her away. Share smart. Own your emotions without crumbling. Talk about battles you've won. Peel back layers slow. Done right, it makes her feel chosen without you looking fragile. Flood her with woes too fast, and you're a mess. Keep it tight, and your strength shines through. 7. She probes your backbone. Women poke at you all the time. Not for fun, but to test your steel. She might push your stance, spark a spat, or play cool to see if you wobble. It's her gut checking if you're solid, crack, snap, or overreact, and she'll tune out. Meet it with a grin and steady nerves. Stand firm without barking. Let her drift without running after her. Ace her checks, and you're gold. She only tests guys she's into. Pass, and you're in. 8. Rejection? No sweat rejection spooks most, but brushing it off like nothing makes you bulletproof. She's weak for a guy who takes a no in stride. Laugh it off. Cool, your call, take care, and bounce. Needy guys panic, thinking it's their last shot. A sure guy knows he's still good. Don't let it dent you. Shrug off the sting, and she'll circle back, drawn to that grit. 9. The hook of the unknown. If she's got you all figured out, she's done wondering and chasing. She's weak for a puzzle. Spill everything, texting nonstop, bearing your soul early, begging for nods, and you're an open book. A sharp guy keeps her on her toes. He shares slow, replies when he feels like it, stays a little wild. Wonder keeps her hooked. Predictability kills it. Stay a riddle, and she'll stay on you. 10th. Mastery over impulse wins all her deepest soft spot. A guy who owns himself. Most stumble, chasing tail or pats on the back. But the one who reins it in, who picks smart, sticks to his code, puts his grind first, rules the game. He's not panting after her. He's got bigger fish. Stop scrambling for her, and she'll scramble for you. That iron will make her ache for you. Attraction's no gimmick. It's headspace and spine. Forge resolve, aim high, stand tall, and she won't just notice, she'll crave you. If this hit home, stick with Stoic path for more on owning life and pulling people in. Keep it real, keep it steady, and don't run after anyone. Why this matters beyond the chase. Here's the kicker. These triggers aren't just about snagging attention. They're about flipping how you see yourself. Mastering them doesn't only shift her view, it rewires yours. A guy who gets this isn't just playing a game. He's building a life that stands on its own. Women pick up on that shift, that quiet power, and it's why they stick around. It's not about faking it or putting on a show. It's about becoming the kind of man who doesn't bend, who knows his worth, who lives for something beyond the next date. That's the real pulls. When you're rooted, they're drawn in like moths to a flame. 11. The edge of quiet authority. Beyond the obvious, women lean toward men who lead without barking orders. It's not loud swagger or puffed-up bravado. It's a subtle grip on situations. She's got a soft spot for the guy who sorts things out without breaking a sweat, who steers the ship while others scramble. Think of it like this. When stuff goes sideways, are you the one freaking out or the one figuring it out? Quiet authority isn't about dominating her. It's about dominating chaos. She'll test this too, tossing curveballs to see if you flinch. Stay level, fix what's broke, and keep moving. That's the guy she trusts, the one she can't shake. 12. The pull of earned respect. Here's a twist. She's weak for a man who doesn't demand her admiration but earns it through what he does. Not with words or flexing, through action. You don't beg for her to see you as strong. You show it by how you handle your world. Finish what you start. Keep your promises. Stand up when it's tough. That's what sticks. She's watching even when you think she's not. A guy who racks up respect without asking has her hooked because it's real, not forced. Build that track record, and she'll follow without you ever needing to push. The bigger picture. This isn't just a playbook, it's a mindset. Each piece ties back to one truth. Women don't chase surface tricks, they chase depth. A man who's steady, driven, and unshaken doesn't just flip her switches, he flips the whole dynamic. You stop chasing her approval and start chasing your own standards. That's when the tables turn. She's not the prize, you are. And when you live that, she'll feel it too. So keep sharpening, keep pushing, and watch how the world shifts around you.